Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Reverend Mary Diamond. It is my honor to be here with you this morning. So whether you are here with us or watching from home, we want you to know, one, we're glad that we're open. We wholeheartedly invite you to come back and join us. And I'm grateful for each and every person sitting here. So I know all the faces, and it's wonderful to see your faces. And I don't think I see anybody new. Did I miss anybody? Do we have anyone?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. So we'll go to the announcements. Our prayer chaplain today is Jan Carnes. It's right there. She'll be happy to pray with you over here after the service if you have a prayer request. And our board member today is Valerie Griffin. And she'll be happy to answer any questions about the board or about the church. Oh, and Halloween this month comes on the 31st, which is a Sunday. So you are all invited, all invited to wear a costume of any, well, okay, you have to wear some. You can't not come in with clothes on. But wear a tasteful costume. Let me fix it that way.
No birthday suits?
No birthday suits. I don't want to get in trouble for saying that because it's like she's sitting there. It's like, I see people in their birthday suits all the time. Wouldn't bother me, but probably not a good idea. No.
Just for birthday Sunday.
If that's what people want to do for their birthday Sunday, I guess we can do like this and those though. But anyway, there'll be prizes, so it should be fun. Yeah, we're going to vote on first, second, third place, I guess, honorable mention or something like that. So yeah, it should be really, really fun. So how are we doing the Halloween candy?
What?
She says, what? Candy.
Oh, we
Candies.
can have candy too.
Yeah, because I was going to say, I know we used to do the cauldron. I said, Linda and I can pre-package and then people could just pick it up on the way out. How about that?
We got a friend.
You good with that?
Sure.
Yeah, so we all get chocolate. My favorite. Gotta have chocolate. All right, would you please join me in saying our mission statement? Together? Our mission is to provide a prosperous and loving community by connecting to God through prayer and following the teachings of Christ. Let's say that one more time, please. Our mission is to provide a prosperous and loving community by connecting to God through prayer and following the teachings of Christ. It's another song.
Oh, there's another song.
But you can do the words for if you want.
Given us works through these hands, and so these hands are holy. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. I can feel the rush of angels' wings. I see glory on His face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. This is holy ground. We're standing on holy ground. For the Lord is present, and where He is holy. This is holy ground. We're standing on holy ground. For the Lord is present, and where He is holy. For the Lord is present, and where He is holy.
Yes, beautiful. Right, please join me in saying our opening statement. Together, my imagination is constructive. I see myself strong, prosperous, and happy. One more time. My imagination is constructive. I see myself strong, prosperous, and happy. And let us pray. And we say, Father, Mother, God, living, loving presence, we are grateful for our blessings. We're grateful for each and every person here, and for those who are with us in heart and spirit. We send out our blessings and our love to our community and to those in the world who need something positive, something good. For those who are dealing with floods, fires, and wars, we say, we pray for you, that we know that there's nothing stronger than the Christ presence within. We're grateful, we're grateful, we are grateful. I ask this and all blessings in the name and through the power of the living Christ. And so it is. Amen.
Our Father, And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory,
And today's daily word is, let go, let God. Divine love, wisdom, and understanding expressed through me. If I feel unsure of the next step in any situation, I let go and let God. I don't walk away from difficulty or try to force resolutions. Instead, I release my tight mental grip on problems and open myself to solutions. I let go of my ego's desire for control and my need to bring about specific outcomes. I believe there are solutions and remedies beyond what my mind can conceive. I yield to possibility. I trust the indwelling divine presence, just as I would trust a mentor. Letting go and letting God means creating a space for the dynamic, creative energy of spirit to inspire and surprise me. Divine love, wisdom, and understanding fuel my thoughts, express through my words, and guide me in all ways. Teach me your way, O Lord, that I may walk in your truth. Give me an undivided heart to revere your name. Psalms 86:11.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You ready for my joke this morning? I can say this one because I think I'm the only blonde in the room. I am. All right, well, you're not still a blonde. Oh, you're not still. I'm so sorry. She's not a yellow blonde, is what I'm thinking of. She still doesn't like this. You are a beautiful blonde, so please ignore this joke that I'm about to tell, okay? Beautiful blonde. Ignore the joke, because it's just for fun, okay? So there's these two blondes who are in charge of a farm, right? And one of their bulls dies, so they have to go get another bull. And they only have $500 to get this bull. So the oldest blonde decides she's going to use her power of imagination and she's going to be able to get this bull for $500. So she goes out searching, and lo and behold, she finds one for $499, right? $499. And she has to get a message back to her sisters to come pick up the bull, right? So she goes to the telegram office and the telegram and asks how much it costs to send out a telegram, right? And it's $1 a word. And she says, okay. So she takes the paper and she writes this word down and she gives it back to the telegram lady. And the telegram lady sees the word comfortable. And she goes, how is your sister going to know to come get the bull? And she goes, well, don't you see it? It says, comfortable. James is not here to go bum bum. You're still okay, right? The beautiful blonde lady over here. All right, so we're working on the power of imagination this month, right?
Yes.
We heard the song, I Believe I Can Fly, right?
Yes.
If you can see it, you can do it, is what it says in the song, right? Do we think that way?
No.
No. You are very correct. We do not think that way. I don't have wings. How the heck am I going to fly? Gravity says I can't do that. But that's not where the guy in the song is it? No. He knows about the power of your imagination. He knows as long as I can see it, I can do it. As long as I can see it in the power of my mind, I can do it. I can spread my wings and fly. So I've been reading the book, since we're on the month of imagination, by Wayne Dyer, called Wishes Fulfilled. Now I'm going to share with you a story that he shares about this lady. Her name is, where did it go? Oh, there it is. Her name is Nicole. In May of 2011, he just happened to meet a group of women out on the ocean front in Maui. That's where he lives. And he gets to meet this lady who has been diagnosed with a very severe case of Bell's palsy, and the cause was unknown. Isn't it interesting that she just seems to run into Wayne Dyer out on the beach? We spent about an hour with Wayne in his condo. Wayne was totally focused on Nicole's state of mind and on healing. She was wanting to heal right now. Being told she had the power to heal, but she didn't know how to get to the place to tap into that healing. Wayne puts his hands on her face and spoke to her over and over again, the same words until she got it. I am paralysis free. No matter what I thought or what I said, in true Nicole conviction, she continued to tell me, Mom, you don't get it. Didn't you hear what Wayne said? I am healed and paralysis free. That's hard for me to say, but anyway. Didn't you hear me say that too? What part of you don't you understand? I am healed. It is just that you and everybody else in this world can't see it yet. And 4 weeks later, she was paralysis free. You got it. So, what did they do? What did Wayne do to her?
Nothing. Made her believe.
Yes, he used that I am statement. The name I am is your spiritual name. We're told in the Bible, in the book of Moses, when Moses asked who's talking to him in the burning bush, God answers and says, I am that I am. It is the only name that you can say for yourself. It is your spiritual name. So whatever you're putting after that I am is very powerful. That's how you connect to that power of imagination. Is your I am power. And that's what Wayne Dyer told her. That she was free. I am free of this condition. And she said it over and over and over again. And even when people wouldn't believe her, her mother and the people around her would not believe that she was healed. She says, what didn't you get when I told you I am healed? What don't you understand in that sentence? That I am healed. Do we have that same determination when we want to heal ourselves? When people around us say, yeah, sure, you're healed. I still see you walking with that crazy limp. Do you have that determination to say, did you hear what I just said? I am healed. I walk with the grace and ease of God. I am healed. Now, it took 4 weeks, but she didn't give up. She stayed in that place in her imagination, creating with that I am statement that I am healed. I am free of this disease. She stuck with it. And 4 weeks later, she was free. Isn't that amazing? So I ask you this morning, what are you putting behind that I am statement? Do you pay attention to what you say during the day? Do you ever hear yourself say, I am tired? Do you ever hear yourself say, I am, bored. That's a good word. I am bored. Well, guess what you're creating with your power of imagination? Experiences of boredom. And you won't get anything else if you keep saying that. I am poor. I am sick. I am lazy. Oh, you guys are doing good. I am lazy. I am bored.
We speak things into existence.
We do. With that I am, you are speaking it right into existence. So I ask you this month to start paying attention to what you're putting after that I am. And make sure you're putting something positive after. Even if you don't feel that way. Even if you're kind of feeling tired. You know what? I'm going to say, I am filled with the energy and life and vitality of God. Doesn't have a different energy to it. You're using your power of imagination in a different way. And eventually, you will create that. Every day, you'll wake up feeling with energy, life, and vitality. But it all starts with you. What you're seeing, what you're believing about yourself, what you're saying about yourself is very important. Because that I am is your spiritual name. So what you put after that is how you're creating. So I have a story in the Bible about the power of creating. It, of course, is the 7 days of creation. And we're going to look at them metaphysically instead of literally. And it says, in the beginning, God created heaven and earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face. And the Spirit of God came upon the face of the waters. And he said, let there be light. And there was light. Okay, so how many times do we find ourselves in a place of darkness sometimes, right? We've gone down that negative spiral. Nobody cares about me. The world is against me. I can never win. Life is just not going my way. So can you see how you're in that place of darkness? A place of void? Just like he's talking about in the story. But all you have to do, because you are the light, is to say, let there be light. And there is light. And that's where you see yourself in a different way. You've chosen to believe in the true Christ presence within yourself. And all you have to do is say, let there be light. It is one of the most powerful ways to pray. Let there be light in this situation. Let there be light in whatever confrontation I'm experiencing. Let there be light in my body, in my mind, in my soul. Let there be light. And guess what? The darkness has to go away. All you have to do is turn the light on in a room. The darkness goes away, so you know that. To such a saying. Let there be light. That's the first step into creating something new. To get you out of that rut that you're living in. To get you healed. To get your harmonious relationships going. The very first words we really need to say is let there be light. Then you're seeing the whole situation in a new, different way. You're seeing it as light. You're seeing it as infinite possibilities, because that's what's in the light, is that realm where anything is possible. If I can see it, I can believe it in the light. Now God does a strange thing. He divides the light from the darkness, right? Yes, He divides the light from the darkness. So we always have a choice. You have a choice, whether you want to live in the darkness or whether you want to live in the light. You have free will. You can choose what you want. You can put I am bored after that I am, or you can put I am living a joyful, fulfilling life. It's totally up to you. What do you want to create? Because we all have the feeling that we're just muddling through life, responding to whatever happens to us, right? Well, this is a different story. This is a different story. That even if you do have something challenging before you, you can say, let there be light. And there's light. And there's a new beginning. There's a place to transform whatever is going on before you. Just say, let there be light. The second day, and God said, let there be firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. And God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were also above the firmament, and it was so. And God called the firmament heaven, and evening and the morning were the second day. So what's he talking about with firmament? We're going to look at this metaphysically. Firmament is something that you stand on, is it not? Something that you believe in, something that you put your faith in. So the firmament is all about faith. So whatever you're putting that after that I am and have faith in, it's going to be created. It's just a matter of time. And of course there are waters above the firmament and below the firmament, because you have a choice whether you're going to use your power of faith for the positive, or you're going to use your power of faith for the negative. You're always given a choice. God always gives you a choice to do what you want to do. So the second step would be to put your faith in what you're seeing in the light. Put your faith in that positive I am. I am healthy, I am whole, I am prosperous, I am excited, I am joyful, I am ecstatic about this day. And there's no way I'm going to live a depressed day that day. It's just not going to happen. So, you say, let there be light. You put your faith in your positive I am statement. And then what is next? Let's see. There we go. And God said, let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear, and it was so. And he called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters he called the seas. And God saw that it was good. And God said, let the grass bring forth grass, and the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seeds is in itself upon the earth. And it was so. So what's God doing in this verse? He's speaking things into reality. He's using the power of imagination to see the trees, the grass. What is it he's wanting to create? He's using that power of imagination to see it. He sees the trees. He sees the grass. He sees it all multiplying. And that's what we're supposed to do with this power of imagination. So we say, let there be light. We put our faith in that I am statement. And then we create what we want, what our heart's desire is. Instead of just responding to what life is throwing at us, we can use this power that we've been given to create a new day, a new life to live. We don't have to accept the way things are. We can choose to create something new at any point in time that you want to do it. So we have light, we have faith, we have the power of imagination. And God said, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that had life, and the fowl that may fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven. And God created great wells in every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly and after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let the fowl multiply on the earth. So he's talking about things multiplying in the waters and in the earth, giving us that power of divine order, that certain things are going to produce after their kind, just like he's talking about in the Bible. So if you're holding positive ideas in your mind, that is what's going to reproduce. If you are holding negative thoughts in your mind, that is what's going to reproduce. Everything is in divine order. You can't hold something negative in your mind and expect to create something positive. It's not going to work. So there is divine order in the world, but you have to be in charge of it. You have to be the one to decide, I'm going to say positive things. I'm healthy, I'm whole, I'm prosperous. Isn't this an amazing day? Then my day is going to be amazing. And even if something not so amazing happens in that day, guess what? It's not going to affect me. I'll say, oh, well, I'm stuck in traffic. I think I'll turn up my music and I'll sing songs, or I'll write in my journal, or I'll do something else. I'll bless all these other people that I'm stuck in the traffic with. So even if something not harmonious and happens, you'll still be okay. Doctor says I have to get a root canal? Okay. We'll get it fixed, we'll get it done, we'll be over with it. It's a whole different attitude in life. Not to let little things take away our power. And that's what we do most of the time. I read a story where a woman, she was trying to be joyful, right? She planned to be joyful that day. I'm joyful. Well, the very first thing, she stops at the gas station. And this was back when they had full service gas, right? So you know, it was a little while ago. And she accidentally went to the full service gas. And it was like 25 cents or something more a gallon to get full service. And she was very upset with the price. And she was figuring out how much that was and how much it cost her a mile to get full service gas. And for the price of $7, she gave her joy away. For $7. Because she went in the wrong pump. And she paid more than what she thought she should have paid. For $7, she went from being joyful to being angry and upset. So how quickly do you give your own joy away? How easily do you just let little things that happen, like being stuck in traffic, like getting an unexpected bill, like having somebody yell at you for something that you did, do you let them have your joy? And yell right back at them? Sometimes. I'm practicing just like everybody else here. But if I was going to use the power of my imagination and somebody is yelling at me, do you know what I would be doing? Instead of thinking about what I'm going to say back to them that's just as mean or hurtful, I would be saying, let there be light. In my own mind, I would be saying, let there be light. I have faith that this conversation is going to turn out to the best way possible. I'm going to use my imagination to see myself not getting upset, but just standing here and listening to what the other person is saying. And it could happen. But it takes practice. It takes practice. When somebody is arguing with you, you really want to get defensive most of the time. If you just say, let there be light, I will will listen to you. Let there be light. I have faith that this conversation is going to end in the right and perfect way. And maybe I don't say anything at all back. Or maybe God gives me the wisdom to say the right and perfect words. But those would only come if I say, let there be light, because that puts me in that place where I'm connected with Spirit. That puts me in that place where I'm listening to hear the words. And the words will come. And after you're done talking to them, you'll say, wow, I can't believe I said that. Maybe it was the first time in your entire life you stood up for yourself. You said, wow, I can't believe those words came out of my mouth. But they just did. And everything turned out okay. It can happen. But you have to use your creative power. So after we get the power of divine order, it says, and God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and every other creeping thing that creep upon the earth. Do you get that? That you have power over all the earth, over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. You have that power. You've been given to you since day one. You have the power to call things the way they are. You can call some situation good. You can call it bad. You have the power to do that. And guess what? If you want to call it bad, what's it going to end up being? Bad. Right? You have that power. You have that power all the time. Now, I'm somebody who's been divorced twice, so both times I call that experience bad. And you want to know what happened? It was bad. We were fighting over stuff. I got so aggravated. He told my attorney that I was an awful mother. Oh, you could do nothing worse to me than call me an awful mother. That was about it. And did I get mad? Yes. And what did I do? I went outside. There was a plate on the table. I took it and I just smashed it in the ground. I felt much better. I did. But I want you to see, from the very beginning, I would have called it good. If I would have said, let there be light. If I would have had my faith in God, that it was going to go with ease and with grace, what a totally different situation I could have created. But I didn't. But I know better now. And that's what we do. We give our joy away sometimes pretty easily. If I was in my right mind, I could have just said, you know what? I know what kind of mother I am, so I don't care what the heck you say about it, because I know I'm a wonderful mother. I could have let it go and not had any energy in it whatsoever. So it's our creative power, our power of imagination. How do you want to see it? You want to see it good? Or you want to see it bad? So God created man in his own image. Male and female, he created them. And God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. So when he's talking about he created them, male and female, we're talking about love and wisdom. He created within you divine love and divine wisdom. So you've got those qualities. When you tap into the light, you tap into that direct knowing of God, you know exactly what you need to do. When you say, let there be light, you tap into that infinite love within you, and you can just sit there and radiate your love to whoever is in the room. Because those things are what you've been given. You can love yourself, which is a key to healing in all ways. And then, of course, he sees that everything is good, and he rests on the seventh day. Now this in the creation process is where we normally mess up. Because we don't like to rest. If we don't see, like this girl didn't see for 4 weeks that she was healed, we would go back to saying, oh, I'm sick. I saw Wayne Dyer. He didn't help me. I don't even know why I went there. The man is crazy. And I'm going to continue to get sick. That's what happens when we don't rest in the truth. Our mind starts to go crazy because we don't see what we're wanting to see. But we're supposed to rest in the knowing that God is creating exactly what you want. You may not see it in an instant. You can, but you might not. It might take a month, it might take 2 months, it might take 3 months. However long it takes. But you are to rest in the knowing that it is done. Don't question it, don't doubt it. Just like she did. Didn't you hear me say, I am healed? What don't you understand about that? Well, that's what you would do with anything that you're creating. Maybe I don't see what I'm wanting, but I've said it, I've created it, it's coming. So don't question me on it. Do you have that determination to just rest in that knowing, in a peaceful place, that what I have imagined, what I have faith in, what I believe in is done? No matter what it looks like out there in the world. That's the key, is holding on to it. Holding on to your dream. Holding on to the healing that you want. Holding on to the relationship that you want. Even though you don't see it. You just have to have faith in God and rest. Isn't that exciting? You don't have to know the how to, when, what, where, and how. That's the intellect. That's the ego that wants to know who, what, when, where, and how. When is always a big one. No. It's exciting because you get to choose. You get to create whatever it is you want to create. You can take any negative situation and turn it into a blessing. You can. All you have to do is say, let there be light. All right, let's take that into prayer and meditation. Don't have any piano music, so we'll just have to do it in the silence. So, Almighty God, we take this time to just take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and let go. Because today we choose to use our imagination to create amazing things. So we just take another deep breath and let ourselves go a little bit deeper, connecting to that true divine love and wisdom that you are, that you always have been, this beautiful entity of light that has the power to create anything. So we just take this moment to see ourselves as that body of light. Taking the time to see our body perfect, whole, and free. Using that I am statement. I am perfect, whole, and free. I am healed. I am blessed. I am all that God is. Just take another deep breath and say yes to that creative energy. Say yes to all those infinite possibilities that are right there when we say, let there be light. And there is light. There can be no sickness in the light. There can be no darkness in the light. Only the pure love of God is in the light. So we take this time to use our imagination and see ourselves as the light, planting those beautiful I am statements that I am love, I am joy, I am whole, I am free, I am at peace. And we put our faith in all those statements, choosing to create from the beautiful mind of God all my heart's desires. So today I choose the light. Today I choose that I am in me to create amazing good in my life. So we take this time to go into the silence and just take one thing that you would like to see in your life. And take this time to picture it, to feel it, to see it, and to know that you have the power to create it. So let yourself become aware of your surroundings. Wrap all that light under the soles of your feet so you're grounded. And whenever you're ready, open your eyes. Open your eyes and see a new day, a new life, a new image of yourself, knowing that it is done in the name and through the power of the living Christ.